Facebook is literally monetizing mobile as we speak. There's scuttlebutt and rumor that Facebook is going to come out with its own phone, actual device. If that happens, ladies and gentlemen, this is a brand that you're going to be talking about like we do Apple, like we do Ford, like we do Chrysler. Okay? It's going to be how we use the internet. Photos and headlines are the two most important factors if you leverage a Facebook ad campaign. The photo is critical because it's what makes photos, the ad stand out from the other ads. The headline is also critical as well. I'm getting the 5-minute signal here from Brian. I could talk about this, guys, for 5 months. So if you have any questions, please let me know. Twitter, 500+ million users are on Twitter. If you're not on Twitter, your competition is beating you. It's the second most popular social media platform behind Facebook. It's cleaner and more streamlined than Facebook, and the viral potential because of those hashtag streams is ridiculously amazing. Correctly, that's correct. So if you do the hashtag post on Facebook, it'll show up on your Facebook business page, and then that content that you included with the hashtags is then funneled into the hashtag stream of whatever you use. Hashtag CVille, hashtag RVA. Right, so you're connecting the two together. This is another tool for you to build brand identity, brand awareness. Let people know what you're doing. We've talked about the hashtag stream. Here are 2 tips that you leave right now from Twitter that if you apply to your business model, you will make more money. Target hashtag CVille and hashtag RVA tomorrow morning immediately. If you start funneling your content to hashtag CVille and hashtag RVA, which is Richmond, your brand will be seen by, I couldn't tell you an exact number, but it's in the thousands. Thousands of more people will see your brand if you start leveraging that. Mississippi State did a fantastic idea, SEC football powerhouse. They did hashtag Mississippi State in their end zone, and 60,000 people that were at the stadium was following the football game in real time and tweeting using that hashtag stream, and then it was blown up hashtag stream by 60,000 people saying, God, that play was awesome, hashtag Mississippi State. And then you know what Mississippi State did? They started leveraging the stream and saying, concession stands south of the end zone. Here's a link to our store where you can buy merchandise. Here's a deal at this store when you leave the stadium. And they're smart, they're cutting edge. Stay ahead of your competition. These ideas will not only help you stay ahead of the competition, will help you crush your competition. SEO, SMO, and AdWords. As you populate your Facebook page, as you populate your Twitter account, your Google+, as you use Instagram, your brand will position and raise higher on Google search, Bing search, Yahoo search. The more keywords that you put in on the About Us page of Facebook, the more information you put on the bio page of Twitter, and if you keyword it properly, you keyword it and you target your sector, your industry, ladies and gentlemen, when you're on the 5th or 6th page of Google and no one goes off the first page, that's a problem. If you're not on the first page of Google, people aren't seeing you in search. Can't be more frank than that. And as you populate these pages and platforms with the appropriate keywords, you go from the 5th page to the 1st page and you make more money. You drive incremental revenue. Incremental revenue is how businesses add employees and how Brian Draper is going to get the beach house and invite me. Is that right? All right, that's what I'm talking about. YouTube, Instagram, Pinterest, Foursquare, and Google+. Guys, it feels like another one pops up every day. And they do. They do. Google has already gone on record because they're losing the battle with Facebook. Google has said if your business creates a Google+ page, we'll position you higher in search. Ladies and gentlemen, they're losing the battle with Facebook. So what they do is they leverage search, which they do extremely well, and they say, create a business page on Google+, and you show up higher on our search engines. Why do we not all have a Google+ business page then? They're literally saying, this is how you can get ranked higher and possibly on the first page. Do this. Go home and do it. Go home and do it. QR codes. We pushed the limits with the campaign. I was a little unsure of it, okay? It's a college, it's a restaurant on the corner that's targeting 18 to 22-year-olds. They're trying to drive revenue. This is a great marketing campaign. They're trying to drive revenue and get more 18 to 22-year-olds into their storefront. What do 18 and 22-year-olds like to do? What else do they like to do? Hook up. Oh man, that's a man talking right there. We come up with a QR code 10,000 QR code stickers, about that big, okay? 10,000 QR code stickers. It was the QR code. Does everybody know what the QR code is? This is what the QR code is, like a barcode. And if you scan it with your smartphone, a message pops up on it. So we did 18 to 22-year-olds as the customer demographic. Remember that. We don't do this for all our clients. So we put 10,000 stickers with QR codes all over the grounds at the University of Virginia. The message, scan this to get laid. Scan this to get laid.
So you got 50% of the population.
You're right. That's exactly right. Leverage sex, right? Sex sells. Scan this to get laid. They scanned the code, and a $5 off your meal popped up on their smartphone. Guess what happened? They were freaking packed.
So how'd you get the limit?
They were packed. Oh, zing. I've been wondering that for roughly 31 years. Zing. That's what we did. But you can see how you can figure out stuff like this, scan to change your life. And if you strategically position them around grounds where your customer base, remember, who are we trying to target? Where are we trying to target? Trying to target 18 to 22-year-olds at the University of Virginia. We flood grounds with stickers. Cabell Hall, the lawn, trolleys, buses. They're packed for a week and a half. These are the type of viral marketing campaigns that you can leverage and execute, and it costs you next to nothing. Printing the stickers cost us $40. $40 for 10,000 stickers. I'm going to wrap up quickly here. I'm going to pass around a list too. We hold seminars like this recently, all the time. We did one last week. If you guys would like to sign up for the seminar, name and email, I'll have that list here in a second. This is paramount. Smartphones will revolutionize the marketplace. They're doing it now, and they don't even have dominant market share. Imagine when it's dominant market share. We got 3 more for you, Brian. Goals for the next 30 days. Assess the demo you're trying to reach. Contact the digital marketing and social media agency. Hey, I got to do it, right? Go all in. Seriously, do the jump cannonball in the deep end. Do not do the toe, because if you do the toe, the marketplace is going to realize. Humanize, personalize, localize, organize your voice. That's huge, guys. Very huge. Encourage your customers to become your brand evangelists. Establish goals and benchmarks. We do this for everything in life. Why aren't we doing it for social media? We all do goals and benchmarks, but it's amazing of how many people don't do it for social media. Stay ahead of your competition. Look at what your competition is doing. Mimic the things that they do well, and the things they do poorly, do it better than them. And if you do that, your business model is more efficient than theirs. This is stuff that seems so straightforward to me. It's so straightforward to all of us, but it's not being done. I'm going to pass this list out. I'm going to open it up to questions. I'll pick your brain. You can pick my brain on absolutely anything. Whether it's we build websites, we do smartphone applications, SEO, SMO, absolutely anything. Any questions at all?
Is it possible to get this presentation?
Sure. I'll send it to you. I'll pass the list out. Anybody that wants this PowerPoint presentation, I'll email it to you. Absolutely. There's the sign-up sheet. Any other questions? Yes? LinkedIn is fabulous. God, if I had 5 hours, I would give you so many tips on LinkedIn. LinkedIn is so easy to get jobs. Facebook. Well, it depends on what you're doing. If you're looking for a job, LinkedIn. If you're looking to grow your business, Facebook. LinkedIn is about this, networking. Facebook is about raising awareness for brands. Good question. What else you got? Keep them coming.
I have a question about Twitter.
Yes.
If you're just providing a service, like you're a sole proprietor, right, do you recommend having just one Twitter account for business and personal, or should you split them up?
Great question. Fabulous question. Separate them. Your retail customers don't want to know that you had a Belgian white for dinner with a sub. They want to know about your product line and your deals. They won't want to know that you went and saw a movie and had a date on the downtown mall. Who cares about that? They want to know when the sale is going on, or when you have a new jacket in the store, or when you're providing a new service, or you're having a deal on LLC and corporations. No other questions? Keep them coming. Yes, yes, ma'am.
I have a Facebook page, and I was doing pretty good until they changed everything. And
The timeline you're talking.
yes.
Okay.
I'm kind of like out in space.
Sure.
And,
You had to know the platform all over again.
well, I need to know how to fix it back like it used to be and to be able to get the likes coming back in.
Well, unfortunately, timeline's here to stay. So it's now timeline from now on out.
Can you help me? I know it's something simple, I just don't.
Absolutely. I will happily help you afterwards, after here. Absolutely will help you. Great, we will do it. We will do it. Any other questions? Yes, I like you. What else you got?
So I have 60 likes on Facebook right now, sole proprietorship, small.
60? Okay.
And a lot of that is like friends and family.
Sure.
Is that, I mean, I feel kind of silly bombarding them with information when, you know, they might buy a little bit of my product, but it's not my target audience.
Well, I say you got to start somewhere. You know, Seville Food, when it was at 3,000 likes now, it started at a 60 like at one time. What I would do if I were you is I would get these friends and family that have actively liked your page, and I would say, will you do me the favor of promoting my brand in front of your community and encouraging your community, the people, to like your page, and you'll get a spillover effect. And then the second thing I would do is I would get like 4 UVA tickets, or I would get some kind of cool prize, maybe gift cards, and say on your personal page, if you would go over to my business page and click like, you're in the running for these 4 UVA tickets. And then your page is going to explode. Yes, sir.
You're recommending posting information every 2 hours. Are you repeating some of the same stuff or what new stuff?
Excellent question. Ladies and gentlemen, don't be afraid to repeat posts. So if you do a post on a Monday, don't be afraid to use that same post on a Thursday. It's unreasonable and presumptuous to think that everybody in your community sees every single one of your posts. So find the ones that are doing well, that have the best visibility, and the metric is right there below the post, so you know which ones are doing well and which ones are not. And the ones that are doing well, mimic them, copy, and photo, and leverage them into perpetuity until those metrics start dropping. Does that make sense? Any other questions? I love talking about this, guys. Yes, sir?
Do you have any suggestions on just cutting through the white noise and clutter of the internet?
Great question. How I cut through the white noise and clutter for my clients is I make sure that the photos, number one thing, are as extremely engaging as possible. If your photos are small and of low resolution and don't look good, people aren't going to see it. If your photos are of high resolution and awesome and engaging, people will see it. And that's how you cut through the noise. Good question. Yes?
Yeah, in your mind, what defines a great photo? Like what does that mean exactly to you?
I think a great photo would be one of our clients. Sure, one of our clients is a outdoor retailer. And what we do for this client is we do photos of their customers using the merch in outdoor settings, like rafting, like climbing a mountain. And when you do that, when they see the merch in action, ladies and gentlemen, it speaks for itself. Yes?
Have you found that telling a customer story, like having a customer tell their story online, like this
Huge.
is great. It's huge.
It's huge.
It's like
That's the holy grail.
exactly. It's like
Yeah.
if you can get a customer to tell a story about what you did for them, that's huge.
That's the holy grail. If you can get a testimonial from somebody and say, can I leverage this in my marketing platforms, my marketing collateral? If they're willing to write the testimonial, they're going to say yes to allowing you to leverage it. And once you get that out there and say, you know, John Dukes had this to say about my law practice, or my surgical practice, you know, my real estate practice, my real estate, career, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to pay dividends. Yes?
What do you mean leverage? How exactly do you mean?
I would say,
like if you have a testimony.
if they send you an email with something that you did awesome with your business, cut, copy, paste into the Facebook box and say, my customer, this person said this, include a sweet photo with it, engaging photo, and then ladies and gentlemen, here's a super cool trick. Get that photo, hit tag, and tag that photo with that person's name. And then that content is funneled to his wall where all his friends see that testimonial.